Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is on episode 24, or you could call it Sorcery Fight on episode 24. Anyways, this episode right here was actually really slick. Yeah, this will be my final recap and final thoughts of Jujutsu Kaisen until we get another season. And I got a little announcement to make of what's to come for Sorcery Fight or Jujutsu Kaisen, you know? So if anything else, let's just get this started. We had two of that Yuji and Kugisaki clashes against two of the freaking two of the cursed beings or something that are brothers whatsoever, you know. I think if I remember correctly or looking at it is it's Eso and Kichisu, you know. Eso and Kichisu ends up using a technique that's able to do some damage against them when they put their blood into their system, you know. And we had to. There's a story about how they were born or something through many other means, you know, etc. But whatever the case may be, it's about a child born of a human and cursed spirit whatsoever, you know, that kind of thing. But we had to it that they also have another brother that they had another brother which I forgot his name whatsoever, and then you know, Eso and Kichisu, you know, ends up clashing against Kugisaki and Yuji, you know, and that since they put some kind of blood technique inside the system, it'll rot away and kill them from the inside, you know, and by that time there'll be nothing but bones left. But Kugisaki says, you know, there's one mistake you guys just don't realize, you know. I actually am a bad match for you guys because of what I can do. And we have to it that she ends up putting a nail onto one of her arms, you know, and she says, let's play a game of chicken, you know. And we have to it she uses a technique that that deals damage to the target's main body by driving cursed energy through an effigy and they lost a portion of the target, you know, with the difference in strength between us and the value of the last portion, you know. So pretty much ever since they put the blood into the system and they're using the cursed energy or something, or cursed attacks, we have to it that Kugisaki decides to damage herself to damage them in return, you know, in order to do some nasty hits on them. Because of that, and Yuji, he's not really affected by the poison at all because he is the vessel for Ryoma and Sukuna, you know, the king of curses and deadly poisons whatsoever. And we have to it that eventually Yuji will later on land a powerful hit on whatchamacallit, on what's his name again? Sorry, I don't remember a lot about cursed beings, but all I know is Yuji landed a pretty good hit on what's his name? Kichisu and Kichisu or something. And eventually, because of that, we have to it that Eso becomes enraged about this and tries to go against him and knows he ends up releasing the power, his own cursed being or power, in order to do some damage, you know. But unfortunately for him, Yuji and Kugisaki switches where Kugisaki deals a big number of damage against Kichisu, while Eso ends up losing an arm against Yuji's cursed attack, you know. And I thought it was really slick to see how they are working together in order to do some damage against these special grade cursed beings or users, you know. And we had to it that that Kichisu is still alive, and unfortunately he was about to kill Kugisaki, right? But like I said, unfortunately Kugisaki actually has another technique up her sleeve, you know, which involves a powerful usage of a hairpin with the nail, you know. She ends up snapping her fingers and ends up killing Kichisu with the snap of her fingers thanks to the nail with cursed energy able to do a lot of damage, you know. And I thought it was really funny and that it was really sad to see because Kichisu ends up actually crying for his younger brother or his brother, you know, since he is killed, you know. And Eso gets enraged about this and is trying to heal up. But there's one problem he didn't realize yet. He left behind an arm that Yuji blown off that he didn't realize that he did not notice or something. And Kugisaki takes advantage of this, you know, and ends up using resonance or something of her technique, and ends up managing to put two nasty nails right using a straw Okay, Kugisaki ends up using a straw doll technique known as resonance or something, since like the guy left behind his arm or something that he didn't realize that he left behind, and then later on 2 nails dug into like Esso's like body, and Yuji delivers the final fatal blow against Esso, you know. And we have to it that like one of the brother and Choso gets really upset about this and says, "Yo, 2 of my younger brothers just got killed by the first years, you know." And they got that kind of information here and there, etc. And I thought it was really nasty. And we get to see a scene with like Yuji and Kugisaki talking to each other, you know, where Yuji feels remorseful for killing such beings because that other guy shed some tears. Kugisaki revels about her like personality a bit, where there's only a few people I want to sit around and have a care for in my life, you know. And right now, these things tend to happen. Sometimes you really can't like hold back against those who's been killing innocent lives whatsoever, you know. So pretty much, Kugisaki encourages Yuji to keep moving forward in a certain way, while like everyone has their viewpoints and differences and opinions on how things should run about or go. But whatever the case may be, yeah. Kugisaki and Yuji reunites with Fushiguro, and they end up we have to it that they end up talking to each other about the situation and how they won, you know. Eventually, we have to it that Fushiguro decides to give Yuji the finger since they could deliver it since he has the most cursed energy and it might be best to be safeguarding it. Unfortunately, before Yuji could grab it, Sukuna takes over his hand and ends up eating the finger instead. I'm like, oh my gosh, what? Fushiguro told him, "Hey, I told you not to eat the damn finger." He goes like, "That wasn't me though." I'm like, gosh, dang, this guy loves to cause a lot of trouble right now, you know? But whatever the case may be, Nita, the blondie chick, tuxedo girl, they end up having to like get picked up here and there. As for Gojo Sensei, he ends up having to talk to like Utahime about getting a party ready, you know, etc., alcohol free. And then there's a scene with like Fushiguro and Kugisaki talking about like Yuji, you know, where he asked like Kugisaki not to tell this to Yuji, and Kugisaki's like, "Hey, don't worry, I'm not that screwed up, you know, that kind of thing." And we have to it that Ryoma Sakuna ends up talking to Yuji, saying, "It's your fault. It's your fault. You do understand that. It's your fault. You do understand that, right? You're the one that took me in, and now the severed parts of my soul have awakened. Because of that, like many people are going." You say you want to save a lot of people? You idiot. A lot of people are going to die because you're alive. And we have to it that Yuji say, "Hey, don't say that to Fushiguro. You got that?" As Yuji remembers Fushigoro's words to him, like, "But what are you going to do when someone you saved kills someone else in the future, huh?" And we have to it that, like, Yuji even tells him, like, "Don't you dare say it, you know?" Etc. And we see to it that there's a training scene with like Panda and Zenin Maki, which she is still considered to be my top kind of girl, you know. I mean, she's strong, she's freaking wise, and she's a cool girl she's a really awesome martial arts girl, you know. Even though Kugisaki is also tied with her, you know. We have to it that Zenin Maki, Panda, and like our other boy and Toge talks about like the successes that like Fushiguro, Itadori, and Kugisaki has done, you know. They took out 3 special grades, you know, if I remember correctly. And eventually they say that we can't fall behind and we gotta get stronger, you know. And then Zenin Maki pounces on Panda, gets ready for another round, you know. And we have to it that we get to see like Todo-san along with another woman, I believe. I forgot her name, but all I know is she's the one that loves to have a lot of money whatsoever, you know, whatever the case may be. The situation like makes a crazy turn where Todo Aoi along with like the other woman, with Gojo Sensei giving her a lot of money to like possibly say these people right here, Zenin Maki, Panda, Fushiguro Megumi, and you know Kugisaki and Itadori Yuji, they all should be like first grade. These are the 5 names that like should be recommended for first grade, you know? And I go like, oh, that's pretty slick, you know? Finally, Maki or Zen and Maki is about to freaking like be ranked up a bit, you know? Even Panda and, you know, Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara and Kugisaki are about to like rank up a bit too. There's a funny scene where they're going shopping whatsoever, and then like Kugisaki beats up like freaking like Itadori Yuji for like dropping something of hers, you know, and they end up getting a phone call from Gojo Sensei to go like go to a secret meeting, and he go like, okay, well, let's do it, you know. As the trio ends up going up to the distance, getting ready for their next mission whatsoever, you know, even though it's top secret, they say, and the episode ends off there. So overall, like sorry for being so like confusing with the fight with Yuji and like Kugisaki, you know. Sorry for being a little like I said, very vague, confused about making a summary or recap about their fight. So all I can really say is that Yuji and Kugisaki work together thanks to Kugisaki's techniques of like making attacks due to her specialty of like long range attacks, possibly like through voodoo like magic due to straw dolls and nails, you know. Kugisaki takes advantage of the special grade's weaknesses since she said that I'm a bad match for you, you know, and manages to like give Yuji and herself a chance to like defeat the two special grade curses, and they won. As for the older brother, he knows that two of his younger brothers just died, and he's really upset about that, which I don't blame him for, obviously from the get-go. And Yuji, along with like Kugisaki, Fujiguro Megumi, Nizen Maki, and like Panda, they all being recommended by Todo, Aoi, and then Mai, I believe that's her name. I think the white-haired woman, but giving them the recommendation being first grade, you know, and then you know that kind of thing. Well, the big announcement I want to tell you is that Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie has been announced, and we don't know when that one's coming, but Mappa's gonna handle the production. And if I remember correct and reading the research correctly, this is a movie based on a prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen, which is something that it's gonna look very interesting about, you know. Hopefully it will be really nice and slick. I don't know when it's gonna be released. That's the thing. If you guys don't believe me, I'll put the link in the description below about the Jujutsu Kaisen movie announcement. So yeah. Anyways, my final overall thoughts about this series. I thought it was really nice, you know. At first, I was a little bit annoyed with Yuji's like personality, but later on, I understand down the road and start to accept it, you know. And Megumi, he's pretty cool. Kugisaki is a delinquent girl, and let's talk about Gojo Sensei. That he's a freaking like super good teacher and OP character, which they have to seal him away, which I don't know if they might be successful in. I don't know if that really is the case, but we'll have to find out. I will have to find out, I mean. Because the guy's infinite void, the moment he takes up, he shows his eyes, he's like saying, time to die. Funny thing. And you know, the training when it comes to Yuji, Megumi, and Kugisaki was really nice. And Zen and Maki was really a cool green-haired girl. Loved her very much. Funny stuff. And yeah. Anyways, I'm looking forward to like hopefully another season. I'm pretty sure the way how it ended is not that kind of end. We all know that. Any manga reader will know that. And yeah. Anyways, I really hope like the movie will be great once it gets released internationally, and then like I could go watch it and then talk about it, you know, etc. As for a possibility of another season, I hope Mappa would do it again, because I'm surprised they actually do a really good amount of work, especially with this final episode. And there was no break at all. Like for commercial breaks, you know, that never happened at all, dude. I thought it was really nice to see how they went all out in this final episode. And yeah. So overall, when it comes to cursed beings and stories, you know, and then we have some antagonists, villain antagonist, whichever one that seems very fitting for you, are on the run, you know. Mahito, the Frankenstein, and then Geto, and then the other cursed beings are trying to make their move in order to have cursed beings or cursed users to like take over the human society and make it their own world, you know. But they need Roma Sakuna or Sukuna, which is he's also the antagonist as well, since like once he gets all of his fingers, he's really gonna take over Itadori Yuji's body. The way how I'm looking at it, but Gojo Sensei says otherwise, saying if me and him fought, even when he's at full power, I'll kick his butt, no problem. We all know Gojo Sensei, okay? He is a very slick, powerful teacher and a sorcerer. There's no denying that. I look forward to seeing more of him in the future, hopefully. But yeah. Anyways. Like I said, the story, action scenes, music, animation, action choreography, I really liked it very well. It seems very fluid, nice, and the other characters were really slick, and hopefully I get to see more of them in the future when the time comes about, So that's about it, people. I hope you guys enjoyed your ride from the very beginning of Jujutsu Kaisen to the very end as much as I did, and hopefully the movie will be great since is said that it is a prequel to the manga, So, yeah. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.